Okay, so substitution, intermediate tier, it is in the foundation tier as well. And we're looking at, say, more like D grade, obviously depending on how difficult it is, it may creep into the C grade things. Now, substitution is one of, if not the most common skill used at intermediate tier and even higher tier GCSE. Now, substitution, I think of footballers, okay? I play a lot of sport and I think, oh, a sub or a substitute, think of a substitute teacher, that if a teacher is off, then a substitute would replace them, okay? So use that analogy, but literacy skills, you know what the word means, it's just applying it in a maths question. So I've given you values for A and B. I told you that A is 7, and I told you that B is 5. We're now going to use that and substitute the A for 7 and B for 5 in this expression. So we know there's an imaginary time sign in the middle there and in the middle there. Therefore, if A is 7, this here means 3 lots of 7. And I'll use my red pen so you can see where it's come from. And I'll make this one green so you can see where that one's come from. There's my plus symbol. 4 lots of B, 4 lots of 5. 4 lots of 5. So now I've got rid of the letters by substituting the values. Now I've got rid of the algebra, the scary part, and I've just put numbers in. So now it's a lot easier. 3 times 7 is 21. 4 times 5 is 20. Also, I need to add them together. You'll notice I've used brackets. Okay, brackets just shows the examiner that's the bit I'm substituting. Okay, keep them in the brackets. It makes it very, very clear and easier to use. You might look at the brackets and think, oh, see, now it's confusing now. It's not. That's just the substitution bit. 21 plus 20 is 41. You'll notice I have worked down the page. Some of you might think, oh, you're used to working across the page. Remember, in maths, we show each step by going down the page. So if A is 7, B is 5, 3A and 4B would be 41. Right, this question over here. A is 3, B is 4, C is 5. So substitution then. If A is 3, that means I've got 3 squared plus 4 lots of, remember the imaginary time sign, B is 4, take away 2C, which means 2 lots of, oh, C is 5, lots of 5. I've now got a BIDMAS question, or BODMAS, depends on what you know. So, in brackets first then, so I've got 3 here, obviously 3 squared, which is 9. 4 times 4, 16. Take away 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, 9 plus 16 is 25. 25 take away 10 is 15. So even with the squared element to the question, still exactly the same. I have substituted the letters for the numbers. I've taken the letters out and put its substitute in its place. Think of these as players on the bench in a football match. He's playing on the field. He's sat on the bench ready to replace him. He's come off. He's come on. Okay. Remember though, obviously, time sign in the middle. I see it a lot where people say, oh yeah, I've substituted here, I've taken the B off and I've put the 4 back on in its place. Remember, when the letter and the number are stuck together, they have been simplified and there's an imaginary time sign in the middle. You might find questions that say, find the value of W. So find the value of W when, and then I say X is 2 and Y is 4, and it will have W equals 3X squared plus 5y. Might look like that, okay? Now you've got this equal sign, so it's no longer an expression, okay? It is a formula or an equation because it has this equal sign. Exactly the same as the skill before, but this time you're going to keep this on the side and then just follow the pattern down. So we're going to find the value of w. So we want it to be w equals something, but also we're going to work the way down to find the value of w when we get there. So 3x squared, which means 3 lots of 2 squared plus 5 lots of 4. Okay, this squared bit, it's not 3 times 2 to make 6 and then 6 squared. It's not 36. Okay, so I'm making note of that. It's not 3 times 2 to make 6 and then 6 squared. It's not like that at all. It is 3 lots of 2 squared. So 2 squared is 4, so that's 3 lots of 4. Well, 3 lots of 4 is 12, plus 5 times 4 is 20. Therefore, w equals 12 plus 20. So w must equal 32. So as you can see, nothing's changed. I just kept this on the side. Equal signs all in line. I use brackets for my substitution. I have replaced or substituted the letters with the numbers. Use brackets. Be careful with the squared. Squared first. 2 squared is 4. 3 times 4. Not 36. Okay, be careful. Make it nice and clear. Remember, x's, 2 c's, back to back. Hope it helps.